So, um, this week's video or this week's vlog is to speak about our trip on Saturday. But I felt like coming out of the box because I wanted to, I thought about health and wellness and this challenge and the things that I'm taking from it, the things that I've learned and the things I've benefited. So on Saturday, we all met at Massey early in the morning and we went in the bus looking forward to an exciting trip to Portland. We weren't told what it was about, what we're going to do, but all we were informed is that we're going to be wet. So carry clothes to change. We all went early. I was probably the first one that drove up and parked. And we all came together, got into the bus, got our shirts first. And Lifespan, it was being sponsored by Lifespan Water. And as the journey started out, and everybody was in a very humorous mood because everybody played a part in getting a vibe going. And the vibe was going. My cell phone rang. And there, my vibe, I was tested at that time because someone extremely close to me was now on the floor with a suspected stroke or not responding. I thought about what I learned with this challenge. I thought about what Dr. Alexander said to me about the Serenity Prayer and to accept the things I cannot change and change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And so instead of getting anxious, I quietly thought about my next step. Here am I on a bus. I'm a part of a team. We're going off to the country. I cannot expose my personal challenges and just create a damp feeling. No, this was my issue. And I took my cell phone and I made as many calls as I could to get my special person off the floor and into the hospital. When I got to Lifespan property, then over to this beautiful little paradise, I thought about living in a now and giving this my best. I found myself with not as much energy because I was keeping things in, but I participated to the best of my ability with the four challenges prior to getting in the water. And it was fun. I gave it my best. Kurt was very creative in the manner in which he did this. I've never heard of a rock stone race where you run to pick up rock stones from a place and who had the first pile of 20. And I just decided, you know what? I'm going to deviate, get as much rock stones and share them. So, but all of us had our 20 rock stones and it was fun. And there were other challenges that involved finding bottles, Lifespan bottles of water that was hidden in this beautiful river gorge. And there was another one, filling up bottles and from the river, and gallon bottles were placed in front of us. And who was the first person to fill the bottles? And I found myself filling Wayne's bottle because as the going back and forth, we were all just, not we were, but it was fun. It was just fun. So I did the challenge, the 4 challenges, and in the water we did some exercises, and it was just a very pleasant day in a few hours in a very scenic, undiscovered place, somewhere new, somewhere refreshing, somewhere to heal the balm of my anxiety. Drove back to Kingston. To me, the van couldn't move fast enough, but I controlled myself. And as I got back to Kingston, here was I rushing to the hospital. But all in all, I learned from Dr. Alexander, and many thanks to you, and many thanks to Seven Seas, to deal with what there is. What I couldn't do, what I couldn't manage, I was in a bus with other people, going to this challenge and looking forward to a nice day. So how to be effective even in the light of other personal challenges. And that's what I have to thank Seven Seas for. And that's what I have to thank Dr. Alexander, where now I'm able to handle challenges in a different way. And even if things present themselves that you can't do, try your very best to participate. Even if things present themselves that would make you feel like you're falling apart, breathe, because unless you have yourself together, you won't be able to make the right decisions. So that was my event. That was my Saturday. Thanks to Seven Seas, thanks to Lifespan Water, thanks to the memory of that lovely get-together with all of us, and just an easy day, yet there were other challenges going on. So to Lifespan, especially to that young lady in the bus that was so full of fun, and just she worked so hard to keep the vibe going down in the bus. She worked so hard in setting up. She really is a beautiful spirit. So along the way in this challenge, you meet a lot of people and a lot of personalities. So she stood out in just keeping a wonderful vibe no matter what was taking place, and for Kurt and his creativity, and just for the experience. I thank you.